Episode 2 of Jas and Friends. Welcome to a couple of the new friends to the set. To my left, your right, Mr. Tristan Clunas, a.k.a. Ask Clunas. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? What's going on? Thanks for having me. This is pretty damn sick. I like
what do you like about it?
I just love the setup. I like how laid back it is. I like the fact that we're not mic'd up like we have this. We have the mic in the hand.
Hold on. Wait,
But I want to be able to do
I didn't know you had a real estate team.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a new team to join.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, 100%.
Not stay with the top team in
The
pitch.
the other voice that you just heard
I'm trying
and
to
see
switch.
now, Mr. Young Phenom, Luke Leasing. What's going on, brother?
What's up, bro?
They probably caught it earlier. We're saying if we're ever going to get fucking canceled, it's because of you.
Let's do it.
That's
do
not,
it.
That's not why
Let's
you're
not
here
do
today. That's not why you're here
Is that
today.
his main focus? Is to try to get
I think that's
get
what
the
he
show
was
canceled?
talking about. I
Okay.
think that's what he was talking about. That's why he actually.
2024 goals.
Yeah,
over
that's
here.
why he wanted to be here. As you guys can see on the screen, we got some drinks. Most of us have some drinks, but you're not drinking these days right now. I see you on this 75 hard stuff, bro. Like, how is that,
bro.
Mr. Andy Frizilla? I like him. I like him. Big shout out to him.
Yes, Andy. So I'm on
How did
day.
that come about, bro?
That's
What
a
are you
good
on, day
question.
what?
I'm on day, I think 52.
It's pretty fucking intense, right?
And bro,
Yeah.
by now it's kind of
I've
like
done
it's
it like
just
7 times.
Well,
You
of
you know what I'm
course.
saying? Yeah. Hey,
Well, yeah.
God. You're on day 52.
Day
There's
52.
2 workouts a day, and like this.
So
is
let me
some
just
serious
So I'll
shit.
give you the rundown. So it's 2 workouts a day, 45-minute workouts. One has to be outside. You cannot have any alcohol, no cheap meals, no junk food at all. You have to read 10 pages of a non-fictional book, no audiobooks. It is intense.
And you said one of the workouts have to be outside. So
Yes.
is that why you chose it kind of to be in the hot 30-degree Toronto weather and not do it in the minus 30?
You want to know what's funny? Because I just learned about it. And once I learned about it, within a week, I'm like, I'm doing this.
I'm in.
So
You're
I went to
fucking
Greece,
looking
bro.
good,
I went to
man.
Greece, and I
Okay.
had to do it. My wife was so pissed. She was not happy. I did it while I was there for a
Holy
week,
shit, good
which
for
was
you. So
not.
you really stuck with
yeah,
it.
yeah,
You
yeah. No,
Sound like
it's-
a lot of fun these days.
yeah. No, I'm a
Let me tell you.
blast.
You're
I'm a
just
blast.
super
Yeah,
fun to
we're gonna
hang
go
out.
work out. We're gonna go work out
You
right now.
look good, but you suck
Hey,
to
I'll
hang
be
out with.
give me 10 push-ups if you can right now. Just
I
to add
don't
it.
want
No.
to. I don't need to.
That'd be a great
I
segment.
have
Every guest
no
has to
one
do
to
10
prove
push-ups
that
on
to.
new episodes going forward.
Luke, are you working out these days? Or like I know you were
Yeah,
a little
like
bit.
kickboxing. That's what I mostly do. So I'm not really lifting weights. I'm just like smoking mans in the gym, you know?
And where are you going? And how often?
I go outside in the street. I pick a fight with somebody.
That makes a lot of sense.
I
Yeah.
get real life
Telling me
training.
It's
That's
easy
awesome.
for
You
you
know
to
what I
get
mean?
in
Like
fight.
you can't practice sales. You train on your customers. I train in the streets. You know what I mean?
Goes to pick up a check from one of his clients.
It
And
is
ends up
not that
fighting.
hard when you live in Scarborough. It's not that hard.
Oh, yeah, everybody's ready.
Everybody's
Well,
looking
yeah,
at you
yeah.
funny anyway.
Welcome back, Nikki. Nice to have you,
guys.
back,
Thank you,
brother.
guys.
I know
Thanks
you
for
got to
having me
jump
again.
off early, so anytime you got to jump off, just put the mic down.
I'll
The
just
boys,
disappear.
shout out to Clyde and Bobo behind the 1s and 2s. They'll make sure the audio's under control. To your left, we got Laura Elto Stewart back again. I guess you're one of the bot
Obviously.
friends.
I am paid for.
Yeah, right?
Wait, that sounds bad.
Wow.
I am paid for.
Give,
a better way to
give
word
her
it.
another
Wait a
10
minute.
minutes.
Hold
Don't worry.
on.
Give her
Hold on,
another
let me
10
have another
minutes.
sip here.
And to her left, my boy Tyler Ty Walburn. What's going on, brother?
Thanks for having me.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back. It's nice to do this, as my boy Tristan said, just kind of in a laid-back setting, because we're always doing a lot of content and we're running around doing sales. To do this in kind of a laid-back setting and have some drinks, it's kind of cool, and there's really never no rhyme or reason in terms of topics and stuff that we're going to talk about. But why don't you tell us a little bit about this thing that we were talking about off air, buddy? I got to put you on the fucking spot because people that don't know you, they haven't seen some of your content. You got to jump on and see his stuff. You sing a lot. Like, where did that come about, bro?
Wow.
Because we don't want to hear Elto sing.
No.
We probably don't want to hear Ty. Hit the high note.
Okay,
so
no. She
now-
had the
now- now-
she had the Mariah Carey. She did the whole. Yeah, not bad. That's pretty good.
But where did that all come about? Like, where did you start doing all that stuff, singing? And was that just in the bathroom, like, what, shower stuff?
Yeah,
or-
bro. Come on, for
Yeah.
sure. Like, I don't take it serious at all. My wife's actually she's an actual singer.
Okay.
So I can never claim my fame, unfortunately, because she's the singer of the family. But yeah, no, just have fun, man. I love
love
R&B. I love 90s, 2000 R&B. So those songs where they really, the guys really
Luke
sing.
doesn't understand. He
ad-libs,
has
the
no
better.
idea
Luke,
what you're
Luke,
talking
do you
about.
know
any of
about
the
that?
90s
R&B
R&B
About
is?
like
Do you know any
Like,
of
I've
them?
listened to it, but I can't.
So name me a couple. Name me something from like
Like
90s
top three.
R&B that you would really fuck with.
Yeah, like Sabrina Carpenter and like.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't even know who that is.
Who's the other one?
Is
Is that a
Like,
real?
No, sorry, I don't even know who that is.
Sexy
Oh,
Red. Is Sexy Red one of them?
Guys, what are we doing?
You know some though.
Sexy Red?
Like
Those guys
112.
are probably born.
So
in
you
the
don't know
90s.
any like 112?
She was probably born in 2000s. Yeah.
Do you know like 112? Any of these guys?
What
like
about the one with the
Well,
frizzy
Usher's
hair? What's the
R&B.
one with
That's
Usher?
not famous
Yes.
thing. What-
Chris
be more
Chris
specific.
Brown?
the girl? The
Genuine.
girl with the frizzy hair?
Mary J. Blige?
No.
I don't know.
Ice Spice?
Ice Spice.
yes. Very 90s.
Are you a Swiftie too?
Nah.
Okay.
We don't play that on these parts.
So like no 90s R&B is in your
Wasn't that
playlist.
just all 90s R&B
No,
that I just
no,
mentioned?
You know that. You know none of that shit was.
Yeah, no,
Like,
honestly, I did hear though that the quality of R&B right now is falling, and one of the main reasons is that they're not singing a lot in school. They're not going to church a lot, and it's starting to actually the quality is starting to fall a little bit because children aren't really learning how to control their voice until later when they made the decision to become professional.
Like the names that he mentioned, like I'm not into the new stuff. Is that even anywhere similar to the shit
not
that we grew
R&B
up?
unless
No,
anybody
that's
R&B.
it. That's
not
it.
at
I
all.
would say like
Luke is definitely-
what's R&B
So there
right
is
now.
no real R&B. Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
there
or-
is. There's
or what?
like still like Chris Brown, Party Next Door. I'm sure a lot of underground R&B that like.
Like Laura, you were saying Usher, but Usher hasn't come up with anything new. Like
Isn't Usher 2000s?
yeah, I would
Yeah,
say
that
Usher's
was
like-
nice.
Usher's
I
not
was
even
just trying to get you
90s,
close.
90s.
Maybe?
I was trying to get you.
maybe.
Late-
Oh,
late
96.
99,
I know
99,
he came
yeah.
out with.
Is he
Come
not
on,
96?
you make me wanna. Nah,
Yeah,
nah,
that
fuck
was
that.
96,
Nice and
you
slow.
guys.
That was the song.
Oh, make me. Which one is first? Nice and
You
slow
make
or
me wanna
No,
leave
no,
you
you make
wanna
me
with that
wanna.
one?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the one
That was in the
where
With the
90s?
fucking
Where he was
skateboarding
in
and
high
all that
school.
kind
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
stuff.
He was at the music video where he's in high school.
Oh yeah, when he did that. Buddy,
Yeah.
how
Oh my
long did I
God.
practice?
Guys, I
You
had,
made me
I
learn-
had.
No, this
I
one.
had pictures.
I practiced this one.
What was that? What was that?
No,
Bob
this one.
magazine
Try-
or what was it? What were
practiced
those
that all the
magazines?
time.
Source?
Source,
Source
and I
was
would
a hip-hop-
rip out all
the
the
magazine,
hip hop
Source
artists
magazine.
and tape them all
Vibe.
over my.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
Yes,
Usher,
the
it was
posters
a
on the
lot of
wall.
Usher, a lot of Mace, Mike
Mace.
Walker, P.
You're a
P.
big
Diddy.
Mason.
I don't know.
Well, we can
Oh,
talk
okay.
about Diddy. We can talk about
We
Diddy.
definitely can.
He's
There's a
a
lot to
Puff
talk
Daddy
about.
back then.
Puff
Yeah,
Daddy.
he's- yeah,
So it's
yeah,
a different.
It's different.
Yeah, I
Diddy
got
is
you.
when
I
he
got you. I
changed.
got you. I got you.
Like
Puff
Diddy
Daddy
is when
was
he
okay.
got a little weird. Puff Daddy, he was
Puff
all
Daddy was-
right.
yeah.
Yeah, when you change the name
But
to
I'm a
one
West,
name.
I'm a West Coast guy. I'm a
Formerly
Pac
known
guy,
as?
so we never liked those guys growing up. You know what I mean? Like even
Yeah.
Biggie, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately,
You had to choose a side. Hold on. If you chose a side, you're choosing Tupac?
No, like
I
fast.
know.
wild.
I know.
I know it's wild.
It's not even close.
Over
I
who?
love Biggie.
Over
I'm not
Biggie.
gonna
Biggie.
lie.
He doesn't even know who.
He doesn't know what we're
Everyone
talking
knows
about.
over
Yes.
who. There's
No,
only
no. You're.
one.
But we're in
I-
Toronto. Toronto's in the east.
I
The
know.
East Coast.
Nah,
Like,
but
that
we-
should be
yeah, that's
automatic.
because you grew up in Scarborough.
No. We
You
grew up in
the
Rexdale.
West.
I grew up in Rexdale, right? So we were still the west side of Toronto, and that had nothing to do
Disgusting.
with it.
I grew up in
I'm
Brampton.
not gonna lie though.
and
I
we
definitely
were
had more
not-
Tupac
that was
albums than I did
West
Biggie
Side.
albums.
Yeah, I'll give you
Biggie
that,
all
but
day.
I like both.
look, I love Biggie.
both
I
good
love
music.
Biggie, but that just goes
All-
to show how much I love Pac.
I think replay
Like,
wise,
Pac was
All Eyes on
the
Me has
man.
such a good replay value. Like I listen to All Eyes on Me a lot,
and Biggie, you can
but-
be ready to die a few
but
times.
I think Biggie was more versatile. Like
Yeah, for
you're
sure he
able
was.
to listen to him a lot more than Pac. I think.
Ooh, hang on. Sorry.
He's more versatile as
agree
an
there.
artist.
He was more versatile as an artist.
Yeah, his voice.
That I disagree
So
with.
I would say, in my opinion, Tupac is more talented lyrically, like more poetic. But to me, there's
I would-
something
he was
about
an actual
Biggie
poet.
music that like makes
he was
me
an actual
feel
poet.
more.
Yeah, I see the emotion-wise, I feel way more attracted emotionally to Pac. Yeah,
Which
because-
makes sense. Which
because
one's
he had
playing on the
more-
radio?
To me, he had
Sorry,
way
when
more
I say
charisma.
emotionally,
He had
I
more
mean more
charisma.
like fun emotion.
Yes,
Who's
less
playing on the radio?
depressive emotion.
Well, so sometimes if we play
Right-
some
right
Pac
now?
in the office,
No.
it is a little bit more.
It's down.
It's
That's
deep.
a downer.
It's
To
kind
me,
of a
that's
deeper.
not
Yeah.
red cup party.
No, it's
stairwell.
not.
Not
I
in
agree with
any
you.
way.
I agree with
You're
you.
not
But I
playing
have no
Pac to be
tracks.
like,
I
yo,
have
let's
no
go.
tracks.
Come
Yeah,
back.
unless you play California Love. That's different.
That's the only
Yeah.
one though.
See, that's the
I
funniest
wanna say
thing.
the
That's like
only
one of my
one.
least favorite
Yeah,
songs
see,
of them.
that's-
Like, you know, because it got way too commercial. But with Pac, at least, like, I think if I went on a 3-hour drive, I'll listen to All Eyes on Me. I'll listen to
Yeah.
Machiavelli. I'll listen to all of that. Where Biggie is the red cup. You're right. Like, if
Yeah.
you're at
He's
a
the
party,
red cup.
you're not gonna put on a fucking playlist of Pac. Like,
I think
that's
he-
not the party.
I think he
you know what
just
I mean?
he's just you can rap to
Just
Biggie a
this-
lot more than
this
Pac.
Yes.
motion.
Yeah, although if you want
It's
the
just
head
kind of his
bopping,
flow.
if you want
like,
head bopping,
he
it's
has
more
that
Biggie.
pocket, and it's very fun to rap in that pocket.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I like Biggie though. I've always liked Biggie.
Biggie
So did
for
you guys
sure.
hear about what happened with Rick Ross and
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Drake is
That was
the
crazy.
funniest
Vancouver?
thing
I saw a
ever.
clip afterwards. He was not phased. Him and his friends were on their private plane flying back to the States.
saw
and
them
all,
talking
all they
about-
were talking about was
Guys, I
Wingstop.
don't know
They
what
didn't even
this
talk
is.
about
Who
the
wants
flight.
to-
No,
Wait,
you
what
gotta
happened?
fill
What
Laura in.
happened?
You gotta
So
fill Laura in.
Biggie.
Biggie.
Rest in peace,
Rest in
Bach.
peace.
Rest in
Sorry,
peace.
my,
Biggie,
my
but
words
move
are
on.
getting twisted here. Well, you know what? Size-wise, they're close, but
No,
so Rick Ross
Rick
played,
Ross has the
a
Ozempic.
Kendrick
so-
song in Vancouver, and I guess I don't know if like Drake was playing the same concert, but his people were there, and they jumped Rick Ross on the way out for playing the Kendrick
Drake's
Lamar
Drake
song.
wasn't there.
Drake's
The
Drake
not
was
the
there.
not like us song. The song that disses Drake, calling
the-
him a pedophile and all
et
that.
cetera, et cetera.
Have you heard the song, Laura?
They not
Yeah,
like
no,
us.
I haven't.
know
I'm
You're a
not,
Drake
like,
fan,
with it anymore.
and you're a Drake fan, so you might not like what Kendrick Lamar
I
had
don't
to
even
say.
want to know.
Yeah. He called.
Earmuffs.
That's your
Earmuffs.
neighbor.
Laura, Earmuffs.
Let's just say
he
that Kendrick
he
won
lives
that.
7
that
streets
beef,
away
though.
from
Let's
me,
be honest.
so I'm very much a Drake fan.
Well, now you gotta. People are wondering what the fuck you mean by that. So how do you live 7 streets away from Drake?
Well, you just count them.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
is that-
4.
no,
Then
but
you
is that in
cross-
Bridle Path?
Then you cross the tracks.
I just want to make
and
sure we
then
got
you
this.
get a couple streets over. And
So on
there's
the other
Drake.
side of the track.
On the other side of
Okay.
the track.
So you're not. So you don't have a 20,000 square foot.
No, I
home?
do not live in the same
Okay.
neighborhood. I don't
Got
have
you.
the same postal code. I'm
Got
not
it.
considered the same
So from a real estate term,
real
if
estate. I'm
if
not
we did
even
a
the same.
CMA,
I think it's a C. He's C11. I'm C12 or something like that. Yeah.
The real estate will come out.
I'm not.
If you do a
CMA, it's like
Will your house come up as a comparable? Is a question for Drake. Will it be a comparable for
Well, look,
Drake?
if you just did a 50-kilometer radius,
there
it
you
would.
go. Yeah.
But if you did a price point, no.
With a 50-kilometer radius, you'll get Jane and Finch too.
You were saying Kendrick won that battle hands down.
I think so.
Hands
Yeah, okay,
down.
yeah.
I think so.
I don't know,
mean,
Drake- that one-
I think he won.
What he did at
What he did
at the
on the
concert
record.
Was it Amazon? What was
Oh,
it?
the Amazon. That was just disrespectful.
What he did
That was
is
just
cemented
disrespectful.
himself in hip
What
hop
happened
history.
there?
He did an amazing concert, and at the end, he played "Not Like Us"
Like
6
8
times.
times.
In a
Oh,
row.
he also reunited
And
all
the full
gangs in
song-
LA.
Sorry, Drake
They
did
all
this
came
times in
together.
a
Drake
row.
did this?
Kendrick
No,
won.
Kendrick.
Oh.
6 times in a row. He brought everybody on
Crips,
stage.
Bloods,
Basketball
Is
players.
that the one that Drake?
From
Drake
everybody
was
from
with him too,
California.
though?
Yeah, Dre
Yeah.
was
Dre
there.
was there,
He brought
okay.
on a bunch of NBA stars.
Yeah.
You know,
It-
like
it-
basically
he-
top people from LA were all in.
It's going in the history books.
Yeah,
It is-
100%.
But you
that
guys are
was-
saying it wasn't hands down.
I don't think
Like
it's
up
hands
to Not Like Us. You think it was hands down? Like,
yeah.
take
I mean,
Not
okay,
Like
maybe
Us
not
out
hands
of
down,
it.
but he won in the end.
in
my opinion.
Meet the Grams is a savage one.
Yeah.
Meet the Grams is a savage.
That's fair.
one.
So then, how did Rick Ross though get involved in this? Why is he such a Kendrick guy and not a Drake guy? I thought him and
Are we
Drake
good
were-
on this right now? I can tell you why.
Yeah, tell me why. I
Okay,
want to
so
know.
it's because during this time that the J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick, they're going kind of back and forth a
Yeah.
little bit. Rick Ross also jumped in and said that Drake got a BBL.
Oh my goodness,
Brazilian
yeah.
butt lift, and he
Yeah.
made a song about it. And then
Wait,
there-
on himself?
Like Drake got one on. That's the
Drake
rumor.
got one.
He got
He
one
got
on
a
himself.
Brazilian
He didn't
butt
pay
lift?
for someone.
That's what he's
he paid
saying.
for his own.
Foolishness.
yeah,
He has
and,
fake abs though. That's what I hear too. I don't
and
know.
and it was just
Fake
this
news.
whole thing. So he just
dumb.
put himself into that because it was just. It's ridiculous.
Rick-
They're not
Rick Ross
problems.
got
like,
torched.
Back in the day,
Yeah, Rick
when
Ross got
rappers used to
torched.
be like against
Beefing.
you, it was like real shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is
People
So
died.
we just
People
talked about
died.
Tupac and Biggie, right? So
that was real
That
shit.
was real,
This
like-
is like, you got a Brazilian butt lift. No, you got a Brazilian butt lift. Like, no
You
one
have fake abs.
No one got a Brazilian
that's all
butt
fake
lift.
news. I'm a Drake fan, so
I know,
I'm
that's okay.
gonna support
okay.
the boy
Shout out.
100%.
100%.
100%. So
You
yeah,
like actually know him.
well, I'm just a Drake fan.
What is
Let's
that
just say
connection?
He's about the
I'm
record.
just
It's
a
a lot
fan.
better than
I'll
my
do it.
7 streets. I can tell you.
How? I
Connection.
never knew this. You
Well,
never told me this before. So you, obviously everyone's probably 6 degrees of separation, but you're telling me you're probably like real close.
not necessarily close to him, but close to people in the camp. So
Got it.
And it's the area I grew up in. Part of it is the area I grew up in. Part of it is I used to do parties and.
So that's
guy
how you're
that
trying to
says-
get a featured on with him.
Like,
with,
yes.
with you singing on one of
Well,
his.
if you want to get this sponsored by OVO, you better cut it all out right now. Cause
the Brazilian, what is it called? Butt lick? Yeah, that shit. is
Butt
great.
lift.
What is
Brazilian butt lift.
crazy? That's crazy. What is it? Brazilian what?
Butt
lift.
lift.
Oh, like a fucking lift. Got
It's,
it. Got
it's
it.
like, it's
Fake ass.
yeah,
Got
fake,
it.
fake
Yeah.
butt.
Got
Like
it.
big boobs for your ass.
yeah, but my
Got it.
relationship
That's
again,
the
my
way of putting
relationship is mainly with the people in the
the
camp, not necessarily with him. But
Got
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Not sure when this episode's gonna go live though. But there is a Euro Cup going on. I'm not sure who's actually into that.
And Copa.
Well, and Copa's
Shout out Canada.
Shout out
Canada.
Canada.
Shout out Canada.
Shout out Canada.
Hey,
They've been
it's
doing
very-
really well.
Yeah, I'm very proud of
They made it
Canada.
in the quarterfinals.
And they're
Well-
not rolling over,
Yeah,
right?
we-
They're playing really well.
World Cup's coming to Canada in a couple of years. We got a little fucked with the Gardner the way that it is because they're redoing that down to a couple of lanes. But with the Euro Cup action here, which is to me, in all honesty, still the bigger tournament.
What's
Then-
bigger,
then-
Euro or World Cup, do you think?
Bigger how? Bigger in terms of
What
viewers?
what is a better tournament to watch? World Cup or Euros?
Ooh, it's a
I
good
have
question,
my-
man.
I have
Like
my
in
bias.
terms of talent, what do you mean?
Like just an overall tournament.
What's a better
to watch?
tournament to watch?
Yeah, for me it would be the World Cup.
I agree.
Because
I'm on the
still
Euro.
missing two of my favorite teams, Argentina and Brazil.
I think it's
right?
Euro
like the
because
World Cup
Euro's
better
more
too.
competitive.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Every single team should be there, whereas with the World, you get other countries.
Well,
that are
because you have
sprinkled
teams
in.
like the Netherlands in the Euro that are useless in that. You know what I mean? So to have
yeah.
Wow.
big shout out.
I am
the-
no longer
wow.
your friend. Jazz and enemies.
frenemies.
You're just gonna cross
No,
it
Frenemies.
out.
just actual enemies. We have beef. I'm gonna
And-
start rapping about you.
Wow.
Shout out to our boy Clyde, who's behind the
Are
ones
you
and
gonna
twos
you gonna
again.
come up
His
with a song
French-
for?
His
I
Frenchies
think,
are there.
I think it's only mandatory.
he's the Frenchies are
the mics
are
for it,
in
so you can
there.
start freestyling
But
now if you
whoever is in it, I'm not sure who is watching it or not. I would like a little bit of a prediction on who you think won this cup. Because right
Who's
now,
gonna
at the
win?
time of this recording today, we're into the quarterfinals. You have France playing Portugal. You have Netherlands playing Turkey. You have England playing Switzerland. I think the game of the tournament
Italy
is
versus
Germany
sorry.
versus
Yeah.
Spain.
Yeah, that's the.
So, anyways, how this all filters out whenever this gets out, let's just see who actually is going to win it. I'm gonna go with the team that I've been going for since day one is England. I'm gonna stick with them. They've been playing garbage. They don't even deserve to win, but sometimes the fucking stars align and everything works out. So I'm gonna
I
say
have my
England.
prediction.
Go.
The final's going to be Spain, Netherlands, and the Netherlands are
That
going to
can
win
happen.
this time.
Okay,
Wow.
all right. That's a rematch of the 2010 World Cup.
Yeah,
So
and
that'll
I'm
be
pissed off
interesting.
still.
Yes.
It's been 14 years.
Yeah,
So.
they should have actually won that.
And my Oma is 101 years old.
Shout
and
out to
there's
your
only
grandma.
so many of these that woman can go through.
Yeah.
Let's give the woman a win, okay?
All right. Tai.
I think it's gonna be Spain.
Yeah.
I think Spain's looking really good. They got some young talent. They attack really well, but Portugal could come too. They played a lackluster group of 16. They
Yep.
played a very lackluster game there. They're probably going to play really hard in the next game.
Well,
So
this
maybe
is,
it's Portugal.
This will be Ronaldo's final
Yeah.
tournament, unless this guy. I mean, if there's an alien-like athlete, it's him because he's 40. He's hit 39.
41?
Sorry,
I thought he was
39.
41.
39. No, he hasn't hit 40 yet. I don't believe he's 39. And I mean, if this guy plays for a couple of years and still makes it to the next World Cup, that would be crazy.
Is he still good? Because I don't follow football or soccer.
Well, he plays for the Saudi league. To answer your question, is he good? In my opinion,
He's 39.
yeah, he's good.
I just
At
Yeah,
that
he
age,
is.
is
39, right,
is
Joe?
he good for his age?
Oh yeah,
For his age,
yes.
Because soccer, you're like before these guys, Ronaldo and Messi, you'll probably have like 35.
Yeah,
Like 35, you're
Pele
on your
played-
way out.
Yeah.
I don't even think Pele played to 40.
I think Pele played till like he was 36, but he came
Yeah.
to the MLS, and it wasn't the MLS of today.
Yeah, it
it was
was-
like a
it's a
garbage
house league.
version of
It was
this,
a
right?
house league.
Of even what, in my opinion, is not that good
Ronaldinho was
now.
mid 30s.
Yeah. But
What
these-
about Ronaldo?
Oh no, the other Ronaldo, like the real.
He
Ronaldo.
played older.
They called-
He
they
played
called him,
longer.
the phenom, actually.
He stole it from me.
Yeah, he did.
Prick.
100%. He
Prick.
probably
Some
would have
people,
went
man.
down as the best soccer player of all time if his knees didn't give out. He just
Mhm.
went through some weird knee surgeries and knee problems, but he definitely would have went down. But he only played till like 32 or something.
It's anyone's win.
Yeah.
I don't think Turkey's going to win. Personally,
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah,
Turkey's
no offense
gonna-
against any Turkish
no
fans,
offense.
but I'm surprised you
like
kinda
look
made
at
it
France.
here. I mean, if Netherlands does not like win by 3 goals or something, it would be surprising. I'm not just saying that, Like they should be winning.
I'm
Pressure,
mostly
Jesus.
pissed. I'm mostly pissed with Italy though, because Italy knocked out Croatia,
Yeah.
and I always root for Croatia because Cass is Croatian, and they played an amazing game. With the 94th minute, Italy scored to knock Croatia out, and then they go to the group of 16 and just play so bad.
Yeah, but with
That really,
like no knock
really
again
sucked.
on any nationality, but the Italians. It's sometimes nice to have them out of these tournaments. They
A lot
get
quieter
they
around.
get a little crazy around here in Toronto, but I love my Italian.
They just didn't
friends.
play.
I got a lot
They didn't
of
play.
love. Yeah,
They didn't play.
Yeah, but they got to go through the ups and downs, right? Like you got to go through some years where you got to build up that team again. You know, we are talking about the kids about singing and stuff earlier. It's the same shit with any sport, right? You got to kind of go through it. Look at the Canadian basketball team that's going into
Yeah.
the Olympics right now.
Shout
If
out.
you look, shout out to them, big time. But for what, 5 decades they were shit. You know what I mean? And I'm sure that's every sport, even in the Olympics, the ones that are about to start.
I
in
remember
our
as
boy
a
Clyde's
kid,
country.
like growing up in Scarborough, the Raptors helped a lot for like Scarborough development or Toronto development in basketball.
100%.
And we're like, I remember when I was a kid, I went to a basketball camp that was hosted by Junkyard Dog, JYD, and that
I thought you were talking about the wrestler for a
Oh my
second.
god!
And
I
that-
forget that name, man.
Yeah,
and
I
that
forget
was
that name.
amazing. That was an
He was a fan favorite.
Yeah.
Even though he
was a
wasn't
fan
the best,
favorite,
but he was
yeah.
he
was a-
hustled.
Yeah,
right?
he
Like,
hustled. And that's you
Very
want grit.
charismatic, yeah.
Toronto loves grit.
Well,
Yeah.
Toronto
Right?
loves blue collar people.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's why we like the Domies of the world, and even kind of the Matthews, right? Like Matthews obviously is a goal scorer, but when he does that grit, it's pretty good. How are those things, man? These Zen things, like. No, I've had it a couple of times, but is that your fan? Like, are you a fan of this thing or?
What is
Yeah.
this?
What exactly is it?
Because
Explain
it looks
please.
like
My
It's
first
a,
time
it's a
seeing it.
nicotine pouch.
a nicotine pouch.
So it's like you get the
So it's
sense,
like-
you get like the head rush without smoking. But then it helps you focus, helps
And
you
then
stay
you
sharp.
let it dissolve in your mouth.
No, it's like a little bag.
No, I know, but what do you do with the bag?
Spit it out.
You just leave it in your gum.
So it's like
Here,
tobacco.
That one fell.
It's like spitting tobacco.
This one's not close.
Kind of, but
A
it's not
version of
tobacco
it.
though. It's
a
nicotine.
version of it.
It's just nicotine,
Think
no
of
tobacco.
chewing tobacco in like a packet like that.
Interesting.
Sounds lovely.
Have
Anybody-
you tried it? You haven't tried it.
No.
No, clearly not.
I'm good.
I got to put this out there because it's so recent.
I have enough problems. I don't need to add that
did,
one to my life.
Well, why don't you tell us about some of those problems that you have?
Starts with a White Claw on a Thursday.
I love White Claws. I love
So
White
good.
Claws. They're so good.
Were you ever a drinker, Tristan?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your drink of choice?
Now, maybe tequila.
For real?
Yeah, to be honest with
Blanco, like a white one like this.
Yeah,
or?
Blanco preferably.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's
That's
what I'm
my
saying.
go-to.
The Don Julio, I'm like, this is exactly what I
So-
would do right away.
Not that you're old by any means, but do you even happen to remember the first time that you got drunk? Like,
First time I got drunk.
yeah, like in the first, like, what was that experience like?
I remember mine.
Probably
for sure.
17 or 18.
Okay.
And it was
Oh, you were
terrible.
old.
No, drunk. Yes, drunk.
Wow.
I've had alcohol before. Like before
I
that.
I was
but like-
drunk before.
But if you're asking
before
me,
17, 18.
you can actually remember it very
Well, I
clear.
can't remember.
No, but you
it.
remember the time when like your last.
Yes.
So
Do
how
you?
old were you when you got
First
drunk?
time got drunk, 13.
Right. And where'd you get the alcohol
Where
from?
were
Stole
you?
it from my parents.
Nice. And beers? Was it all beers?
No, hard alcohol.
Hard. What?
You were in the house. Were you in your home or what?
in my home.
Yeah. You know where they
with
kept
my
it?
friends.
Yes.
Stole the alcohol.
What kind?
And then filled up the bottle with water.
Well, they
And
will
how
never.
long
They will
did-
never notice, of course, right?
Yeah. Right.
They would never know.
Yeah. And did Dad notice?
He never said anything. I'm sure he just threw it out. I think over time I kept drinking it.
And just keep refilling it.
My parents weren't like hard alcohol people. So.
Got it. So it's not like they went to that
Yeah,
cabinet
yeah.
often. And what was it?
Tequila. So that's why to this day I
Ooh.
can't drink tequila.
So for me, it was white rum, and that's why I can't do white rum. Yeah, that was just like the Indian thing. We all had fucking Bacardi white rum in the house, had it with Coke, and puked, and said, "I'll never touch that. I'll never touch alcohol again." Is what I said to myself, obviously.
You've only said that 800 times since.
Yes, since. But now I can never. Later, Nikki, Tilly. I can't touch white rum because of it. You were saying you remember what happened.
I went to a middle
Were you about to
school.
say 13 as well?
13. It was middle
Oh.
school. What's grade
No,
8?
mine wasn't 13. Mine was like 15.
Grade
16.
8's like
13,
12, 13.
12, 13.
Yeah.
It was a school dance, and someone brought in a water bottle of vodka.
Oh,
I remember I just chugged half of it, and I was
Chugged half of it.
I puked. I was drunk.
White
I was so
vodka.
drunk.
And you were 13 years old?
Yeah,
I got suspended in grade 8 because I brought wine coolers.
that had no alcohol in it.
the ones that you could buy from the grocery store?
We
Back
had
in those days?
Yes, to
Yeah,
the grocery store.
nice.
I bought it from a bakery, Italian bakery, 0.5%. I thought I was the coolest kid, obviously, in fucking school because I had like 5 of them.
How did
And
you
I
buy
handed
one?
them
How
out.
did they let you
And
buy
everybody's
one?
like, yo, this guy has liquor, like, da-da-da-da-da.
This guy has
And then you act
liquor?
drunk when you do it.
100%. And so I wasn't like hammered or anything.
No, yeah.
But I probably had a buzz. And I didn't know the people that I gave it to were saying it so loud that the teacher was like, what do you mean Jazz has liquor? I was like, I don't have liquor. It's like this pop thing.
Cooler.
Yeah.
Cooler. Let's not even call it a cooler. I was like, it's pop. And then she looked, and because it said 0.5% alcohol, she had to send me to the principal's office. I got suspended. I was in so much fucking
Was that the
trouble.
first
But
time you
how
got
did they
suspended?
sell
It
it
was
to
probably
you?
the first.
That's more.
Well, it
Who's
was the
this
bakery.
guy at the
Like I said, like if I
bakery?
take you to Rexdale right now,
Giving it to
the bakery's probably
10-year-olds.
gone now. Yeah, like no, I was grade 8, so his age.
Yeah,
the
they
same
can
age
do
as
that.
us.
That's
13,
12.
Yeah.
Did you look like an 19-year-old?
No, but you
Get a
know the
full
person.
beard.
Maybe.
You know the person.
Right.
Like I knew the bakery owner.
Yeah.
We bought sandwiches our whole life. Like he was like, "Sure, kid. Like here, like, you know what I mean? Old Italian."
Let me help the community.
Yeah, right. Luca, what about you? You didn't drink. So when
22
you came
years.
and pardon,
22 years, I never drank.
you never drank, and then so
And
that
then-
was fucking yesterday. You started drinking.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
Well,
then
I
you
just
met
turned
Jas
24,
and
so 2 years ago.
No, but even when he met me,
So, sorry.
I kept him away from it. He was my DD for a long time.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I was just DD.
You had no alcohol from.
Until the age of 22, I had my first sip of alcohol. And even during that time, I only really drank for like 6 months. I can't tell you guys the story of my first time getting drunk because I don't remember.
Fair enough.
I'll tell you guys the last time I got drunk, and it's why I stopped drinking.
Okay, go.
So as you guys already know, I didn't drink for 22 years. I refused to touch alcohol. But then at one point, I was just like, you know what? I might as well just try it now rather than trying it when I'm 30. Because it never hurts to at least try it. So whatever. I tried it at the age of
30,
22.
like the
It does
end of your
hurt to
life?
try.
Whatever.
Look at us.
I'm 30.
It was on my 22nd birthday.
No, I'm 32.
All right, so I never drank alcohol. But then I went on that builder trip to Greece last June.
I was gonna ask you. I was gonna say, was it
Oh.
in Mexico? You went to Mexico.
but-
You
On
went to
that
Greece.
trip, that was your last time.
I got wasted. It's like 5 a.m. in Mykonos.
So hang on, once I could stop before you tell this
Go,
fucking
go.
story, because you just fucking started it, and now it's the first time I heard it. Before he went to this trip, my call to him while he was at the airport, I was like, Luke, do me a favor, bro. He's like, yeah, what's up, Jas? I was like, don't do anything silly while you're there because you're representing our
Yes.
organization. Jas, bro,
He's like, no problem.
I got your fucking back,
I
bro.
got
That is
you.
So
amazing.
now
Now
you
it's
bring
5
somebody
a.m.
up on Jas and Friends, Clyde, and that's it. They start sharing. Go.
Let's hear the
Anyway,
story.
I was still behaved. You can ask our boy Cash and
love you.
Shamil
Go,
and all
go,
those
go.
boys. But anyway, yeah, this was like our second night there. One drink led to another. We were going to like 3-4 different clubs every single night.
You're
We're-
starting at 2:00 in the morning, then.
and
right?
we're getting at least 5 bottles per club. And we're at like 2-3 of them minimum every single night.
Yeah.
So that first or second night I was there, for some reason I was just completely wasted. I was roaming the streets of Mykonos.
By yourself?
Lost. Because as you guys know, it's kind of like a village, right? With like the white stone cement.
I've never
things
been.
you've
I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've
it's,
seen it.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
You get lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 5 a.m. I'm lost. I was starting to almost panic. I'm wasted. I can barely walk. And I'm like, I'm just going to sleep here. And then at 8 a.m. in the morning, I'm going to Uber back. I got lost.
Sleep
Did
on
you
the
sleep on the street?
So what ended up happening is, for some reason, I had a glass cup in my hand. And my drunk ass was like, let me just throw it at the wall. So then I tried to throw it at the wall, but I didn't realize that I was already in front of the wall. So I smashed it against the wall and it cut open my hand. Like an idiot. I don't know why I just wanted to throw it at the wall just for fun. 22, 23 years old, drunk in Mykonos by myself. I lost the group. And anyway, I started looking around, asking for help now because my hand's full of blood. I'm like, guys, how do I get back to where the taxis are? They're like, go here, go here, go here. I thought I was going to get drugged and like kidnapped or something.
Sure.
That
Ended
shit
up-
happens in those places.
I ended up making it to the taxi areas. I'm like, just take me to the Mykonos, whatever the hotel name was. And then in the car ride, I yacked in the car. I'm like, yeah, buddy, just drive me home. I'm out. I ended up sleeping at like 6:30. By 8 a.m., we took another trip in the morning. So I had like an hour and a half of sleep. And I woke up and I was still drunk.
So
it was the
obviously
worst
you're
So
hungover.
experience.
that's so I
That's
get
worse.
and that, but that was bad enough to make you quit. Like I've had similar experiences, and I'm still going
Think
strong.
about it. Think about it this way.
Hold on, you haven't.
That's
and
why
then
we're
that
in
was
the
the
I've
last time
broken
you
my
drank?
nose.
But Laura, here's the
before.
but
I
Laura,
probably
here's the thing.
would have like a sip.
That was
here and
last
there,
year.
but never.
Like
drunk.
he's still getting over it. He's still traumatized. You know what I mean?
Think about it this way: 6 months prior, I had my first drink.
Right.
And I'm like, well, this is me at 8 a.m. with other brokers that we do business with. And now I feel horrible. Like,
Right.
I didn't really miss out on much those 22 years I was sober. I was like, forget this. So ever
Right.
since
The
then, I
guilt
never
does-
drank.
Does hit you hard the next
It
day.
hits.
yeah.
It was bad.
hate
I'm telling you
that.
guys, it was the worst experience because that very next morning, we went to a restaurant on the water. Like, literally, I can touch the ocean.
Sure.
And then speedboats came to pick us up, and they drove us to a beach club. It was a beautiful experience, but half of it I missed out on because I was like my head was hurting.
You haven't had a drink since?
I would have like a sip here and there, but that's it.
That's it.
Well, you
But
know
then
what you should have done that day? Drank more.
Yeah. What do you call
That's
that?
the
I've heard
hair of the
Does
dog.
that
That's the
actually
only
work?
way out of that.
Yeah,
Yes.
Does it actually work?
Hair of the
Well,
dog.
here's the
definitely
thing,
The
works.
only
like,
way out.
Here's the thing. I'm
Go
still
in.
Mykonos, so I
The only
still
way
did
out
drink.
is to go
Okay,
in.
all
Listen,
right,
it
fair.
completely works. The only problem with it is that when you're so fucked the next morning, to do it, it just doesn't make sense to you. So
And you are kicking the
you might-
can a
you-
little bit.
you-
Like
you-
you're pushing that hangover off to another day, but
kinda, sometimes not
But
though.
it's not
Sometimes
as
just
bad
like yeah, it's
the
not
next
as bad.
day.
Like
Yeah.
if you
That's why
for me
Caesars work.
anyways,
Yeah, the
if you have a Caesar the next morning, you can almost go right back into the night before, but in the fun part of the night before, not the like his part of the night. You know what I mean?
Because my issue is once you feel that way, like when you're hungover, you don't even want to smell.
I know.
No.
I know. That's what I'm
well,
saying.
depend-
Like, just
if
being-
you're
if you
puking
smell it-
hungover, no, hair of the dog's
and
not
a
gonna
pound,
work.
a pound.
But just like the headache, and you're like, that's just like, just trust me.
Yes.
Have a drink. It's
even
all gonna be okay.
so, the English, what they do is the first thing they do is have a fucking beer.
Actually, can I
7
ask you
o'clock
guys
in the
something?
morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. Get rid of it. Get back into what you were doing, like how you were feeling the night before in that high moment, the good moment, and then you're good to go for the rest of the day, man.
Can I
Like,
ask you guys something?
Yeah.
So for me, I actually noticed this probably like 2 weeks ago when I was playing blackjack. All right, what I noticed is that anytime I feel like anything that's addictive, I feel like I get turned away from it when I lose badly. Like in blackjack, or if I get too drunk and I have an unpleasant experience, I feel like I'm turned off now by that thing. Would you guys say that is the same case for you? Like maybe like you're addicted to drinking, and then you get so drunk one time that it was unpleasant, you stop drinking. For me, for example, when I was playing blackjack, I lost bad.
Yeah.
I lost bad.
Can
So
I
I was like,
ask how
I'm
much
never
you
playing
lost?
blackjack ever
How much
again.
did you
I need
lose?
to know as well.
I need to.
We won't say it here. The Sierra is gonna ask where I got this money from. They can't even know that. You know what I mean?
I think everything in moderation. Right? You
100%.
gotta.
But that's my point though. Moderation is okay, but when you hit that wall where it was just so bad, do you guys find that turns you off, or you try to get your get
Until I
back?
forget.
I try not to
Exception of
get too
alcohol,
bad.
I've never really had that experience where anything's been
Because
bad.
that's happened for
Yeah, but
me
you're not
for
a-
anything that's addictive.
You never really had addictions.
Yeah, like I don't really, and I don't gamble.
Yeah.
I don't do drugs, so I don't really have like a.
And you're not
I
addicted.
do eat a lot.
Yeah, you're
and
addicted to
I haven't
food.
canceled that yet.
Yeah.
Or
You're
like-
always eating.
Or like, you know, when you eat McDonald's and you feel bad, you're like, I don't even want this anymore.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
I have a very
Like-
extreme personality as well. So I tend to not. So if I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna drink.
Yes, for sure.
Whatever
You
I
let
do,
loose.
I'm gonna do it at the extreme level.
Yeah.
Right. So same thing. If I want to cut something off, though, I also I'll cut it off and that would be it.
Yeah, sometimes it's easier to do
Yeah.
that, right? Just cut, like burn the boats kind of thing,
Yeah.
and do nothing else after that.
However, I feel like true mastery is when you can balance. I'm not saying I'm good at it.
Yeah.
But like, if you have to cut something out, it's almost like you can't handle it. So I feel like then it has control over you in a weird way. So if you can somehow do things in moderation, which you're pretty good at, actually,
I'm okay at it. Yeah, I'm actually.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
then I
I'm
feel like
pretty good
it's
at it.
like it has no control over you anymore.
You don't have a
So that would
drink
be ideal.
often at home, do you?
No,
Yeah.
not really. Just like when I'm out and about.
I find myself sometimes having at least a couple of shots at home.
Do you know why?
Yeah.
For me, the hangovers have been a lot more rough lately, and
Yeah.
especially with the kids so young in the house.
You have responsibilities.
Wait till you're pushing 40, Ty.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
Yeah.
like I'm turning
He's
32, and like
30.
even then, like my stomach hurts more, my head hurts more.
Yeah.
And
That's why you
I
should
don't-
drink this. Tequila Blanco, Don Julio, it does not actually give you a hangover.
do the
next
do
day.
the commercial, Jazz.
No, I'm telling you,
Jazz, do
Tequila
the
Blanco.
commercial.
If you don't want a hangover, drink this. I'm
What
telling you.
about the rest of these? They might give us a
They,
sponsor.
they all give you fucking hangovers.
But what if they want to give you a sponsor? Then they don't.
Fuck,
I
I
like
wouldn't take
wine.
it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Team
I'm
Don
him.
Julio.
I'm him. I'm only getting it sponsored from this guy right here.
I would love a White Claw sponsor. White Claw, I'll do
What were you
anything.
gonna say, something?
I meant mastery of self, by the way.
Opposed to mastery.
Like I said, true mastery. I don't know what
Oh.
that meant. Mastery
no.
of what? Just of self.
Yeah,
I
ma-
think I'm drunk.
Yeah. No, but you're probably
As we speak.
you're probably addicted to White Claw.
Oh, weird.
You're probably addicted to White Claw.
I want to get a White Claw tattoo.
White Claw tattoo.
I
When did
would.
these things come in?
I actually want to get my next tattoo, and I already know what I want to get. So stupid, but I want to get the little cartoon fight bubble when they're in a fight, and then you see like the smoke with the little hand sticking out.
What is that? The comics? You mean no?
No, like
Don't
in
do
like
that.
old like Looney Tunes when they're in a
Okay.
little like
It's
a
so fucking funny.
scrum.
You said Looney Tunes right now. Tristan and I are walking
that's my
back from
next
the
tattoo.
bathroom. He's like, he's talking to me about Roadrunner.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
I
then we
love
went off.
Oh, 'cause
Roadrunner.
I passed him. I ran by. Beep beep.
Yeah.
Right, right
Was
by
that one of
him.
your favorite ones back then?
Oh, Roadrunner was awesome.
Yeah.
Roadrunner over like Bugs Bunny and like Elmer Fudd.
Bugs is a given.
Yeah, Bugs is
Everybody-
everyone.
Everybody's gonna love.
Yeah.
he's-
I
he's
love-
Michael
He was
Jordan.
Animaniacs.
No,
I fucking
Sylvester
love that show.
and the Kangaroo. Sylvester and the Kangaroo is my
Sylvester's
favorite
the cat.
one. Yeah, when
Who's
it's
the
the
kangaroo.
The kangaroo, he has a son, and he's trying to catch this mouse. So it's a little mouse, but every time Sylvester tries to catch the mouse, instead of the mouse, it turns into a kangaroo. It's just like
I've
a
never seen this.
and then the kangaroo
You know this one?
I do.
messes him up, and then the
But the
whole
kangaroo's
time the
not there
son's
all-
like, and then when the son turns around, he never sees the kangaroo. He just sees the little mouse, and he thinks that the little mouse has messed up with the.
But that was like one episode.
Okay, but
And he's
what
like,
about the
my,
song?
he's like,
That
my
was a
dad. Yeah, Pepe
Oh,
Le Pew.
Who's in
Oh,
love,
Pepe
who's
was
in
dope.
love with
Pepe was
the
dope.
cat?
The cat,
Or-
yeah. The cat with
Pepe
I really
was
liked
dope.
I like
Skunk.
that one.
I never really was a fan.
And all
Pepe
the
was
lengths
dope.
he would go to, and he'd be like, "Mwah, mwah."
Pepe Le Pew.
Roadrunner's good
Yeah.
though.
Pepe was dope.
Nowadays, we'd call that
It's
sexual
them French.
harassment.
It's them Frenchies, man. It's crazy.
The show will get canceled in a heartbeat now.
Right now.
In a
He's
heartbeat.
like, she's
Why was?
trying to get away from him the whole time.
Yeah,
He's
and
like,
he
"Mwah,
keeps
mwah."
grabbing her. Oh my goodness.
We were joking about canceling. When
insane.
when you said that, it brings me up like, it makes me think of the Christmas song that they want to cancel.
Mariah Carey?
No, not
No,
Santa
fucking
Baby.
the other
Santa
one,
Baby.
man.
It's cold, baby. It's
cold
cold
outside.
outside.
Like, they want to cancel that.
Oh, because it
really
he
can't
comes on
stand-
aggressive.
She's
Yeah,
saying,
like,
I can't
come
say it.
on.
He's like, baby,
Maybe,
it's cold.
like stay inside the home. He's being a gentleman, saying stay
Well, I
inside.
think
It's cold
that's-
outside.
It has less
Yeah.
to do with
I
that,
lied?
more to do with when that
I-
song was written. That was coy, and that is how people acted.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't
Cultural
necess-
norm.
Yeah, that was a cultural norm.
When was that song released?
I don't know, like
50s?
the 50s?
Probably.
So-
Wasn't Frank Sinatra saying gay in his music? Are we gonna cancel him too? And
Just he's probably
Well,
meant
gay
gay
does
as
mean
in happy.
happy.
He's probably
Gay
meant
does
happy.
mean happy.
I mean, but
That's the
how like the culture changes, right? We're
Yes.
just talking about the baby's cold outside. You know what I mean?
No, but that's nonsense that they were trying to
I,
cancel.
I think
that,
we're
in
starting
my
to see a
opinion.
shift anyways with cancel culture. Personally,
People are getting annoyed
They're
now.
starting to get annoyed with
Yeah,
it.
no, it's actually
Too
nice.
many
to
things
It's
are
over.
canceled.
We're over
like,
it
we have
now.
nothing
We
to
have
do.
nobody to
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about.
yeah. We're over it.
We should cancel Kendrick Lamar.
It is a little weird that even what you're talking about Pepe Le Pew, like now today they would cancel
No way,
him.
gone. Family Guy would
You would
never
never
survive.
write that. You wouldn't write that.
Family
script.
Guy would.
Family Guy would never survive.
Well, so you know what the
I
show
saw
that
some episodes of Family Guy. I'm just like, buddy, are you guys crazy?
you know what the show that would get canceled, and we would be robbed of something so hilarious.
South Park?
The Office.
The Office. I was just about
Oh,
to say
The
that, too.
Office for sure.
The Office was the
How the fuck
greatest
you gonna
show. There's
cancel
no
the-
possible way that would work now.
My favorite episode of The Office is when they're playing. Like, there's a real game. That's probably you can buy. Like you put the fucking
The headbands.
headbands.
Headbands,
Is that the
yeah.
name of the game?
Headbands,
Sorry, I
yeah,
can't
yeah,
remember
yeah.
the name. I don't have that game. And the shit.
What,
They're
the
fucking
racist?
They're acting of the things on the headband. It's all. That would be canceled in 2 seconds. And
God, I
you'd
know
be
it's
robbed
One
of
thing when
Michael
it's like
Scott.
for-
How
for
could you be
comedy,
robbed of
There's
Michael
a lot
Scott?
of comedians that still get away with lots of things that aren't canceled.
No,
So
but
I
I'm
think
saying
for comedy-
show-wise, Laura.
That's cringe comedy.
Show-wise.
That was supposed to be
Cringe.
That was supposed to be pushing the
Awkward.
envelope.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Like
politically
the
incorrect.
point of it was
100%.
to push the envelope.
It's to make you feel cringe. That's the whole. It's like that's
Yeah.
the comedy. It's like,
Like it's one thing if you say
ooh.
something and mean
Yeah.
it. It's another thing when the show is like bringing up like the, like hyperbole of what's happening in
Yeah.
society. Like that was the point of that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that
Now you think no new show can even
yes.
but
Not even
think
close.
about new
For a little
Netflix
bit.
series of comedians.
No, there's a few. So like for example, I think
Well,
there's-
look what they were
there's-
doing to Chappelle.
No, but I was about to say, I think he's probably the only one that's like
Yes.
they allow it. Like they don't even want to allow. They've been trying to cancel him forever.
but
Netflix is backing him.
Yeah, exactly.
He
right?
has-
Because
he
they
has
gave-
back
Maybe
in.
it's because it's Netflix versus like.
Well, I think it's because Netflix gave him the contract of 40 mil. I think
Gave
it
some-
was,
some
and
bread.
said you have like 40 mil for 3.
However many,
shows,
shows, yeah.
3 shows, and then they didn't know what the fuck he was gonna say. Show 1, he fucking blew the lid
right
off
out the
him.
gate.
Talk about the actual
Right
show.
out
The
the gate.
Chappelle show would not fly today.
No, that would never.
The first
fly.
episode's
That
Clayton
would never
Bigsby,
fly. Yeah,
the
that would
blind KKK member.
Yeah,
who
yeah,
did-
that would
was one
never
of the
Oh, that was
funniest-
hilarious.
So good.
One
That
of the
was hilarious.
Funniest.
It's
No,
so
when he
good.
finds
Episode.
out, when he
The
finds
black
out
guy,
that he's
right?
black,
Goodness, yeah.
The black guy.
when he finds out he's
No,
black,
he leaves
And
his
he
wife.
divorces
He
his wife
divorces his
because-
wife.
his wife.
I've never seen it.
Lord.
It sounds
So
hilarious.
he's a blind
So good.
guy.
That's amazing.
He's a blind guy.
Yes.
Dave Chappelle's playing
Who,
this character.
who's the the head of the KKK
And he
movement.
thinks he's white.
He thinks
Yeah,
he's
he
white.
thinks he's
And
white,
he
yeah.
hates
then-
black people.
Lore, he hates black people.
Doesn't
He
know he's
finds
black.
out that he's black at the end, and then he says to his wife, "Fuck you! You never told me." He divorces her.
No, she's blind too.
Oh, she's blind too.
Yeah,
sorry,
she's
sorry.
blind
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
She's white.
Yeah.
Why do they know think
Yeah.
they're white? Like, did they have
because
like,
he
white
got
Was she blind? I
adopted.
don't think she was
No,
blind.
she was
She
not
was not
blind.
blind.
Tyler.
No, she wasn't
That's what I'm
blind.
Are you
saying.
sure?
Yeah,
She was not
'cause how did
blind.
he know? That's why he. That's why
He divorced
He divorced her.
because
Wait,
he like
wait, what?
because she was
You knew
she
I
was
was
a
black
black
the
lover.
whole
She was a black
time.
lover. No, she was a white lady.
She was a white
So
lady.
good.
Lord, how
Yeah.
good is that writing?
It's one of the funniest. It's one of the funniest
It's so
episodes
good.
ever. It's so
First
good.
episode.
and that maybe should.
That was the
No,
first episode?
That was the first episode, first skit. First episode,
Oh,
first
I
skit.
didn't know that. I didn't know. He came out like
Talk
that.
about
eh?
being
And then
risky,
no,
boy.
I like the other one where they do the trading spouses, and then so he does like the white face and he goes to the black family, and then
Oh, I didn't
Dave
see that
Chappelle
one.
goes. That one's funny too.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Okay.
didn't
Oh,
see
and
that
then
Was that an ongoing skit that he did?
no, it was the
Oh,
one.
just one.
Like
Okay,
the
okay.
the show they had it at the time, trading spouses or trading places.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Trading spouses. Trading places
Also, he
or
did like
whatever.
what do you call
comedy,
that?
a parody of it.
A parody of it. Yeah. That's
He has
pretty cool.
he has one. Oh, he has one on Puff as well. With,
Yeah, the
with
making the band,
Making the
Dylon,
Band.
Dylon.
Yeah.
His Rick James is obviously.
The Rick
Oh,
James
yeah.
and
And
you want to know what
Prince.
the Charlie Murphy ones?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that one.
Where he's talking
Yeah.
about like
Rest in peace.
Prince.
Prince is one of
Yeah.
my favorite
Yeah.
episodes.
Game blouses.
Who would you guys rank as your all-time number one comedian?
Justin Trudeau.
That was a good one.
Look at that answer.
That was a good one. That was good.
Were you waiting to use that? Like,
Justin Trudeau on his tongue all
yeah,
night.
like, as I'm asking, were
And
you
he's
waiting
like,
to
I
say
can't
that?
wait till I can say this guy's.
That guy.
He has it on his hand, just written. Just I want to say
I
Justin
actually, I
Trudeau.
personally think Biden's most recent
That was
appearance
Oh, that was pretty bad.
beats Trudeau.
That
but
was-
With the
that was
debate or
pretty bad.
whatever?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
debate.
yeah.
I didn't
really
watch it. How was it?
that was the best.
It was
They were
really,
talking
really
about
bad.
golf at one point.
Yeah, it was the
About
best.
who has a better.
Them two went at it about who has who can drive longer in a
Who has
golf.
Oh, so they took it
Who has the
personal.
best handicap?
No, a little bit, but Trump was actually smart in this one, in my opinion, because he just
It's a
let
tough
him
one,
go.
man.
Yeah.
He just let him go. He just said his campaign was manager.
All
Obviously
they had
told
to
him,
do was
do
not
speak
lose.
much. Trump did not speak much in this.
It's like let him bury him.
Just let him bury himself, and then Biden said something for about 12 seconds, and he mumbled, and then he stopped for 6 seconds, like.
After mumbling, by
So
the
then
way.
after mumbling, he stopped. Just stopped the fucking thing for 6 seconds, and then talked about the question was about Medicare, and then he went on about something about COVID. Like he just came out of nowhere and then said, "The army," and then stopped again, and then the moderator said, "Thank you, Mr. Biden," because they didn't want him to go on anymore.
Oh yeah,
'cause it
because he was just
looking bad
embarrassing
now.
himself.
And then Trump's line was, "I'm not even sure what he just." I don't think anybody does. I don't think he knows what he said. That's exactly what. And he's like, but here's what I would have to say. At one point, so at one point, I'm not a fan of him at all, of Biden's. But at one point, I actually felt sorry for him because it was 60 years of
You know,
service.
they showed. I
You know what I mean?
saw like
It was rough.
a meme.
Why
not
are
a
you
meme
guys-
after, but where they compared like Obama
Yeah.
versus
Mitt Romney.
Romney,
Yeah.
right? And like how just nice it was, and they were like, "Congratulations!" and so
shook hands and all that.
complimentary,
Yep.
and they
Yeah.
were like, "I'll have you over for dinner," and they're like, it was just two people respecting each other, understanding that they have differences,
Yeah.
but at the highest level.
Yeah,
You're
of
like,
respect.
these are two
Yeah.
presidential candidates.
Yeah, this here.
And then they showed these two people, and I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No. It's,
So,
it's
but
pretty
back to the so Trudeau tops yours as a number one.
Number one, he's hilarious.
Yeah, he is.
Hilarious.
He is.
Give me something. Give me
Yeah,
some
I
time.
got
Give me
you,
time.
Laura.
Jerry.
Oh,
Mr. Seinfeld.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow, I'm surprised you went there.
As a stand,
I like-
okay. So are we saying as a stand-up?
Yeah, he's pretty good
Yeah,
as
are
a
we doing
stand-up,
stand-up or
though.
a
Did
movie
you,
or
did
actor?
you watch
No,
any of his
Seinfeld's
stand-up?
Seinfeld's one
Not
of my
the
favorite
show.
shows,
The
but
shows-
I've never.
His
But have you ever
stand-up's
watched
good
his
too.
stand-up though?
Not only in the shows, only in the episodes.
No,
that
no,
like
no.
little
He's a
snippets.
he's a
Is he?
He's a
like
real
Chappelle
stand-up.
and these guys love Seinfeld. Like they Chappelle. There's so many.
Netflix series not that long. Netflix.
Yeah, but
thing.
you're talking about the old stuff that you really, really enjoyed. I'm sure,
Yeah.
like the older stuff. Yeah. But why him?
I find it observational
not
humor.
because of the-
and it's not risque.
Okay.
Really, like it's clean. Which is not as fun, I suppose. But
One of
like
my-
it's just funny. Like you're like it's very just like life humor.
What the one that I always remember of Seinfeld I'm not even sure if it was in the show. I think it was like an actual.
Halloween.
No. It's not from the show actually.
No,
It's,
I know the Halloween was a stand-up bit.
Oh, was it? Okay. No. His bit about the sock in the dryer. Like, he's like, why? Like, what do they do? What
Where
the
does it
other
go? Where
sock
does it go?
That actually
And he's
leads
like,
to
"Do you
one of
think-
my favorite
do you think
Seinfeld
the socks
episodes.
on the drawer like this, like.
And then, is that one just having a party on its own? And, like, he goes off for fucking 2-3
Oh, yeah,
minutes
them all
on
like
this
in the
bit.
dryer.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
hey, it's
and
like a
it's
club.
true, because how many
Like-
socks do you have left in the fucking... And I always wonder when I'm like, where the fuck are you?
Yep.
And where did you go? So I love that Seinfeld one. You?
Okay, so stand-up for me has to be Dave Chappelle. I've just rewatched all of his old stuff, his new stuff so many times, and I just have that personal connection with him because of the replay value. As an actor, though, comedian, I think it's Jim Carrey. I just like method acting.
And he's Canadian.
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
love
for
that
sure.
he's
But I just like the
Canadian.
method acting. I like when you're very like, you're very theatrical, and I just find that humor very funny.
I don't know if you'd call him slapstick, but maybe.
Maybe it's a little
He's
bit.
slapstick.
Yeah,
too.
he's
it?
slapstick.
Well, my favorite movie
Like
of
he,
all
like,
time.
farts on people.
My
and everyone's
favorite movie of
"Ah!"
all time is Dumb
Like
and
in
Dumber.
Dumb and
Yeah.
Dumber.
So I
Like,
like
that's
that.
And
You
Ace
can't-
Ventura,
Dumb and
he's
Dumber is a
hilarious in Ace
classic, man.
Ventura.
Yeah. I mean, because you said Chappelle, I'll go somewhere else. I mean, I'll go to Eddie Murphy.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy and Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Raw
You
and
should've said it
Delirious.
first.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Now
great.
you're
Yeah.
just a copycat.
Yeah.
When
yeah, I'm gonna
when
think somebody else now.
I'll give you
Chris
fucking
Rock is good too,
Chris
though.
Rock, man.
Chris Rock is not. I'm not a
is
fan of
sick.
Chris Rock.
No? Why?
No. I don't like. I just don't like his style.
So you liked what happened to him? Like when Will Smith did it, did you feel like I like it a little bit?
Okay, so I'm a
Like-
big.
Yes.
I'm a big Will Smith
So
fan.
we all were.
No, what were? I'm still a big
Okay,
Will
okay,
Smith.
okay.
Hold on, wait.
Me
What are you
too.
guys? Time out.
I'm still a big.
I want to
Will
make sure we understand.
Are you
guys?
a little less fan of him?
That's a good question. Are you?
Are you a little less?
If I say it disappointed me, does that make me a less fan?
No.
Then that's all that.
Okay,
I
And,
got
have
it,
to
got it,
say.
got it.
I feel the same way because of the and are you disappointed
That was his
at
day.
the slap or the reason for the slap? Because those are
I'm
kind of two different
disappointed
things.
that he
That was
couldn't
his day.
control himself in that moment, and he went
could've been better.
physically slapped.
What?
He could have been better.
That's it.
Yeah, but he ruined his own day.
I'm not saying why
That's what
he
I mean.
did.
Sorry,
He
yeah,
should
then we
shouldn't have.
Ruined his own
Mm-hmm.
day.
Like it's fair. His wife.
But isn't that guy a cuck? Like literally,
A
A
crook?
cuck.
a cuck.
What's up? I've never
C-U-C-K.
heard that, man.
He watches his wife get clapped out.
Oh, I
I
heard
don't know
something.
what
Okay.
any of this
Sorry,
means.
what is that term called?
Cuck.
Definition: Urban
how do you
Dictionary
spell
for
it?
all these. things.
C-U-C-K.
C-U-C-K.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get the
Never heard
definition
of
that
that.
he's
No.
saying.
Like,
He watched his wife have sex with somebody else.
He caught his wife cheating on him.
With
No, but
Justin
then he
Trudeau.
watched it.
I don't think
With
he
Justin
watched
Trudeau?
it. But my
That's what Tyler said. That's what
no.
What fake news is going? I'm trying to figure out where do I go right now? Like,
His wife cheated on him. He knew about it and did nothing about it.
A lot of
No.
people
That's not
do
a
that.
cuck though.
No,
No,
that's
okay,
a-
so that's
not a
I
cuck.
heard
A cuck
something
is when
else.
you watch.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I'm
That's what I
overreaching
heard.
by the
That's
actual
what I heard.
definition of
and
it.
from my understanding, I think that they were actually separated during that time.
Yes.
So
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah. It
from
was
what-
with a rapper too, or something.
It was
like
with
that, I think.
August Alsina or whatever, or is
Yeah.
his name August?
Yeah,
No.
that's it.
I don't know.
August,
I love
yeah,
Jada
August.
Pinkett. I really used to like.
They
for
weren't
Menace
together.
to
They were
Society,
separated
like,
at the
she was
time.
my
Yeah.
favorite. Like I had a crush on her. Period. Like when I saw her in Menace to Society, I was like, "Holy fuck, who is this girl, man?"
She was
Like,
great in that.
It was new. You know
No,
what I
man,
mean? Like
she wasn't in
light
Menace to
skin.
Society. Menace to Society?
1,000% she was in Menace to Society, bro. So she
She was
was
at the house party.
it was her house. What's the guy's name? Kane, the main actor.
Yes.
Oh, I know exactly.
Okay,
what you're
she was
talking
the
about.
she was the baby mama. I don't know if it was like
Oh, I
wife
don't
or not,
remember.
but I
She
can't
was-
remember.
fair enough.
That was a great
She
movie.
was her. She
Menace to
didn't-
Society's a
so
sick
where
movie.
she
That's
really
a great
blew
movie.
off though was in Set It Off.
Yeah.
Set It Off.
Set
She
It
took it
Off
off.
is
It set
Yeah.
it set
Which is
it
weird
off
'cause
for her.
It set it off.
Like
No pun
it set
intended.
It off her career, right? Like
Sorry.
which was 4 women robbing
Queen
banks.
and Queen Latifah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Total good job.
And you're a
Good
Pac
That's
fan.
from B Town. I'll give it to her.
And you're a Pac fan.
Well, that was
Oh, yeah,
that
that-
I
that
found out
connection.
after. Then I really liked her because I was like, "Holy fuck, these two are
Okay,
high
and
school
then
friends."
no, keep going, and then what? You still liked her after all that? What's going on with Will
yeah,
Smith?
all that I liked, all that. Like for me, Will Smith.
Are you still a fan of Jada? Is what I'm asking. I guess.
Am I still a fan of Jada? Yeah, in a way. Like, but like she hasn't done anything. You know what I mean? Like, who was it?
got
The
her
boy
show.
that you don't like, Chris Rock. So you know what happened? It was this joke.
He handled it so well,
It was
though.
this joke
Like
that
the
got
champ.
them into trouble, like got them together, got Will Smith mad. The Oscars before, and it's answering your question about Jada Pinkett. So remember at one point, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, black women boycotted the Oscars.
Yep.
Okay. Well, Chris Rock though, he was the host. Okay, and what he said is, he's like, I completely understand why you
Oh,
should,
yeah.
but he's like, Jada Pinkett, who the fuck are you? Like, what have you done? Like, and that was his bit, and it was funny. They know each other. They're friends, actually.
Apparently, there's rumors that
They were maybe dating or
no,
something.
he was trying to get at her.
Oh, okay. So I don't know that.
That's
So to me, that bit was
There's all kinds
funny
of
though,
stuff.
right? And as a fan of Jada Pinkett, I was like, I get it. Like, fuck, set it off as a good movie, but we're not talking Oscar worthy or anything by any means, right? So that's why when he said what he said about
G.I.
her
Jane.
in these G.I.
He
Jane,
brought up the G.I.
he
Jane.
brought up the G.I.
Oh,
Jane
the hair
thing,
shit.
the
the
hair.
hair.
Yeah.
That's what Will was like. I think Will got to a place like, go fuck yourself, bro. Like, now it's too much. You know what I mean? So to answer your question, yeah, I would say I'm still a fan of both of them.
Yeah, like, I
actually.
don't think what he
I
did
am a-
is like worthy of like.
But I like that tennis movie so much.
King
Fucking
Richard.
King
That movie was
Richard.
really good.
Yeah, King
I think I
Richard.
thought he
killed
did
that.
so well in it.
He was
killed
so
it.
good. In
I
that.
can't remember why I
Is that what
watched
he
it.
won for?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
It completely
killed
ruined
it.
And
his
then they took
night.
it away,
But that
right?
was-
He
no,
ruined
Did they
his
actually
night.
take it? No,
never
no,
did
he
take it
still
away.
has it.
No,
He
no,
still
he
has
has the
it.
Oscar.
He just can't.
That
He
was
just can't
his
go to. I don't think he could be nominated for the next
He cried
10
on
years.
stage.
Oh, I never knew
He
that.
cried
any of
on
that.
stage.
That was because Denzel told him.
Yeah,
Denzel
yeah.
was like, bro,
You gotta act right now.
you gotta act like, yeah.
Is
He's like,
that what happened?
yeah. Denzel backstage went to go see him
No,
right away.
but told him to go and cry on stage. Not to go
I
and
don't,
cry
no,
on
no,
stage.
no, I don't know about
He
the crying
acted,
on
though.
stage. He just said like this is a big moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it is. It was. I'm sure that was his first Oscar. He's got
It
nominated.
was
It was his
He
first
got
Oscar.
nominated for Ali.
He
but
won-
didn't
he
win.
won-
Yeah.
He should have won for
That's how
Ali.
you
Best
win,
male actor.
and it's like tainted.
Exactly.
That was
That was his
and that was
night.
the biggest award
Yeah.
of the
night. And then
Like, you
to
can't
do
get-
that.
Do you know what's
sucks.
Do you know what's wild? I never watched these
Oscars.
live Oscars,
Oh, okay.
Emmys, Grammys. For some reason, it was on, and I saw that live, and we never watch it. It was.
I didn't see it
It was
live.
You
wild.
might
I've
not
seen
see. You might
all
not
the
see her on
interviews of Will
camera for a
after.
while. You might not see her on camera for a while. But we always gotta give a shout out to.
Oh,
She's gonna make the camera. She's gonna make the camera. This is my girl MD. Just makes
Shirt's
everything
tough.
happen around here.
will.
She did make the camera. So you'll see her on episode number 3. Sorry, Toe.
I still like Will Smith.
Yeah.
I still like Will
Fresh
Smith.
Prince
Bad Boy-
fan for life.
Bad Boys was
Yeah.
good.
I'm
The last
down
one was.
with
I haven't
that.
seen it. Is it
seen
good?
Bad Boys
It
3.
was good.
Are you serious?
I didn't like no, sorry,
Second-
that
No,
was Bad Boys
this is
4.
four.
This
Yeah.
one,
Three
the third
sucked.
one I didn't
Three
care
Third
for.
one, my
The third one sucked to me as
The
well.
second one was
They're always
awesome.
Miami.
It was
I
like
thought it was really,
I love
good.
the second
there
one
was
where
a church that they.
Yeah. The last one was actually pretty good. It was really it was very entertaining.
watch
to
it
be honest with
tonight.
you. And I hated the third one.
Yeah, so
The
did
third
I.
one was so
did I.
ridiculous.
I hated the third one.
Yeah, so did I.
I could have
Like the third one for me is like, it would be good for in an airplane. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That'd be an okay
Yeah.
movie.
to fall asleep
Pastime.
to.
Pastime.
To fall asleep
Yeah,
to.
yeah. You
I
yeah,
watched
you fall
it.
asleep. Yeah, what? You watched the third one?
Not in an airplane.
Yeah, well, you went to a movie theater.
Did you enjoy it? You
VIP
liked
I
it?
think it was during
cinemas?
COVID. No,
VIP
was this not
cinemas?
And you
COVID
liked it?
movie? Like, it was good enough.
So you're gonna like the fourth one up even better.
Okay.
Fourth
Oh,
one's
really?
good.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
because the fourth
Oh,
one's
I
way
love
better
Martin.
than third.
I love Martin.
Yeah.
That's another.
But Martin looks different in my
Well,
eye.
he's gotten a little bigger now.
No, but
and-
not even just look. I'm just
Okay.
saying, like, even just.
His comedy.
I watch Martin. If you watch Martin, the show
Yeah.
compared to.
Martin.
Like he's way more like even like energetic and like things it just looks a
He's
little different. I don't know
old.
what it is.
He's
Maybe
I
it's
think
just
he's gotten
age.
older.
Maybe it's just age. I don't know.
And something what a lot of people don't know about Martin, man, is that he got really affected from Hollywood, by Hollywood, like the Hollywood scene. Like he was gonna kill himself because he got pressured to do so many things, and they were taking roles away from him. They were only gonna give him roles if he did stuff. And what's his face talks about it a lot. Kevin Hart. I think it's Kevin Hart who talks about it. Talks about Martin a lot. Like it got to him. That's why he went away for so long, and then he finally came back to do Bad Boys 3, and then now Bad Boys 4.
Interesting.
But yeah, man, Will always hold a special place in my heart. I
Love
mean, Fresh
Will.
Prince is
Fresh Prince is the
probably
Yeah.
one of the top shows that we ever.
That
like.
raised
You know
me.
what sucks actually for the younger guys, for Luke, like
Raised
we were talking about
everybody.
R&B and stuff. They don't have those kind of shows anymore.
Not
I lie?
nowadays. Not nowadays.
No, they don't.
Even
like-
when you're a teenager, do you like? Can you picture a show
Yeah,
that like,
I
you
used
were-
to watch.
he was a teenager fucking 4
It's
years
just like
ago,
yesterday.
Tristan.
I know it was
It doesn't
yesterday. I
count,
realized
bro. Like, you know what I mean?
So what was the show that you grew up that you feel like I grew up watching this show?
I don't know. To
Yeah.
be honest with
You
you,
didn't
Like-
have any of them, Luke.
We
like,
have so
those
many.
those were around, but like I never
because
was
you had
really into
streaming.
shows.
Yeah.
We were into the.
Bro, we had Beverly Hills 90210. Like,
Guys, Family Matters.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Steve Urkel.
Remember fucking Full House.
Full House.
Yeah, Full House
man,
was
I love
amazing.
Like family, like
Yeah.
you know.
And so for me, it was
Good
big too.
lessons.
I don't know everyone's background and how you grew up. Like my dad never sat and talked to us. You know what I mean? It's not like we had a conversation and then music would come on and he would sit with us and
The music.
like
The
all
music
that
was so
shit.
corny.
So good.
You would have those
Like, you
fucking
knew it was
one-on-one
serious. Same music
conversations.
every
So
time.
I grew up thinking that's how everyone's household
Yeah.
was. I grew up thinking everybody wears shoes in their homes. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like that's just
Did
kind
you
of
wear
what-
shoes in the house?
No, we didn't. Did
Oh.
you?
But
It's
everyone
an
on these
American
sitcoms
thing.
or whatever.
Did you go?
did.
have shoes in
No
them?
way. I'll get knocked out.
It's
if I come in
American.
with
Yeah,
shoes
it's
on.
more
No
American.
way.
You don't know, right? Never.
No.
You never did growing up.
Ali said in Ireland they wear shoes in their house.
But
It's a U.S. thing for
yeah.
sure.
Do they do that in France? No,
You take your shoes
not
off.
in the Middle East.
We only do it during
Shoes off or
showings.
shoes on? On. See, That's
Shoes on.
It's a cultural
Your
thing.
outdoor
Wait,
shoes.
where are you from? Where are you from?
So you walk
Sy-
into your
Syria?
place and wear the same
And then you
shoes
keep the
from
shoes
outside?
on. Yeah.
In
So
Syria?
and do you when you jump on your bed, shoes
Wait.
on?
No, okay, so
But see, I saw people jump on their bed with shoes on.
So you
I
walk on
thought
a
that was
rug with your
crazy.
outdoor shoes on? Yeah.
crazy. Bro, yesterday I was
Americans.
barbecuing. Literally, I opened my back door. I went to go to my kitchen sink, which is like from here to this fucking
2
thing.
seconds.
But I couldn't grab the I couldn't reach what I was trying to reach, which was tongs. I had my shoes on, and my wife fucking looked at me, bro. She's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, my bad. Like, I didn't have nothing to say. I knew what I did wrong. You know what I mean? I couldn't really say that. But you just grow up with
Yep.
that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
It
I
is
grew up like
forbidden.
that.
We
I'm
take
a
our
little-
shoes off
I'm a little
instant.
less anal about it now.
Yeah, but
Like I have a dog, so the dog's outside walking, prancing around. Like
jumping on the couch.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
You don't have dog
Stop
shoes?
the dog from jumping on the couch?
I
Serious.
did, and it lasted about one day.
How long? For real?
For real, probably a week.
you have a big dog or a small dog?
Big dog now, but when I let it on the couch, it was this big,
And was that from
and it was the cutest.
still cute?
thing.
I need to cuddle?
I just
or
yes.
Got it.
Like I need you in my. I want you on me. I want to hold you. I want.
I had a dog,
it.
and we had a big dog. He passed away at 5, but he's massive, huge.
How big?
What kind of dog?
Presa Canario. So they're big. They're like, he was like 130 pounds or something like
Oy.
that. Solid too. Solid beast. Like they look like
growing up
big
Tristan,
pit
or
bulls.
in this house?
No, this is recent. This is he passed away in 2018. So I had him
Okay.
so anyways, but yeah, we taught him from a pup. He couldn't go on the couch and he couldn't even go upstairs, which is crazy but we were able to train him to not he couldn't go, so he's never seen, at least from what we know, he's never seen the upstairs part of our house when we're gone.
From
We have
what
no
you know.
idea. When we're gone, he could
was
be on our
laying in
bed.
your bed.
Yeah, we have no idea.
Wiping his butt on the
Right?
pillow.
Exactly. But yeah, no. So we trained just because
He
we
had a butt
realized-
lift?
Because black people don't do.
I got that one.
Maybe I was so stupid. Black people don't do dogs really for the most part. So we weren't really even
That's
for
like
us.
Indians.
Yet.
Indians now do it.
Yeah,
This
like-
generation does it. Yeah.
We weren't real dog people. Like
Dog.
we just liked our dog. Like other people's dog, we just.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm
we-
exactly like that.
No, so
too.
we
I
didn't.
like
do
everyone's
no
dog.
dog licking faces and all.
Yeah.
We never like. We just were not that.
Yeah,
that-
when we see dogs around here running around, it's funny what you just said. A dog runs in the back office here, you go crazy. You don't
I
fucking,
tell the dog to leave. I have
you
two,
don't
I have
go to
dogs.
them. I just thought of that
I have
now.
dogs at my house. I don't want to see dogs here. I'm sorry.
No, I never see
I have a
you.
dog
Like,
that
Laura's
barks
like,
all the
"Boo,
time."
boo, 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 boo." You don't even talk to them.
No,
It's all about your dogs and that's it.
that's how I am with my dogs too. I don't
Yo,
want
I'm
hon-
the same way with my
honestly,
dog.
Ty,
My
I-
dog will come, and then we'll have some people come over and they'll be like, "Oh, look at it." And we're just like, "Buddy,
Is dogs like a Filipino thing, Luca, or no?
We get hungry around dogs. We get
so
hungry.
stupid."
We get hungry. We
Such
get the
an idiot.
barbecue.
Such a
get
Let's get it going. Yeah, so thankfully you
This is
told
why
me.
we
Yeah,
bring
I get
Luke
hungry.
Leasing.
You get the adobo going.
Oh, buddy.
Got some spice on there.
And then when the cat rolls around, oh, buddy, you're never seen it ever again.
That's dessert.
In 10
There's
years,
a
like,
lot of missing animals posters in my neighborhood. I'm thinking.
Yeah, he's just been driving around.
No, I love dogs, but it's just I'm not like that anymore.
Love
I have dogs.
You,
you
should
know
see me when I see a bunny outside.
I had 3 dogs at one point.
Jazz, you have a dog? You have any
I
pets?
have no pets, bro.
So they,
Laura just said bunny. I thought of my niece right away, and the middle brother. They have a bunny. But yeah, that's kind of the only pet we've ever had, even close near. I've never had a
What
goldfish.
about
You're
your
missing
boys?
out.
I never
No,
had a
but your
goldfish.
boys never asked about having like a hamster or something like
Yeah,
that.
they've asked for a dog, but I'm like, there's no way because I know who's gonna take care of
No,
it.
100%.
And my concern, like, I would,
gonna
you know what I
be-
mean? Because these two are so close to me. When they're talking about dogs, they bring their dogs. I've seen their dogs. Like, I see the affection for it, and I've heard things about dogs, like in terms of they truly are man's best friend. and
100%.
They're so loyal.
Well, I'll
It's
tell you who
100%.
the best comedian is Ricky Gervais,
Oh yes.
and you should see what he has to say about dogs.
Okay, I'll
What'd
watch
he
that.
say?
I love
Best
Ricky
clip.
Gervais.
He's like,
Well,
it's
'cause
the
if you're an Office
closest
fan,
He-
to
he created The
spirituality
Office,
I'll
didn't he?
ever be. He's
Yeah.
like, if I could wake up in the morning and just get licked by 8 dogs, I'd be good for the day. Like he's like, it goes off. He goes, I hate people. I love dogs. Like, I don't need
well,
anybody.
if you're an
but a
Office
dog.
fan, you know who she's talking about,
No,
right?
he created.
He's the
He
original.
created The Office, the UK version, right?
Yes,
Th-
the
that's
UK.
the original version.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
and
the
then
original
he
one.
made a cameo.
He was also a producer of the U.S. version.
Oh, was it?
and then he
Yeah.
made a cameo in the U.S. version.
I remember
But he
the
just
elevator.
Came through the elevator.
Yep,
Yeah,
the
Well,
elevator. I
my
remember
man,
Brody,
you're
I'm
an
an Office fan. Come on, my guy.
I like
The
you
best
more
show,
now, bro.
bro.
Is there a character you don't like?
I because I'm a Michael, I hate Toby as well.
Oh, fuck
so-
yes. Actually, when you said you don't like somebody, I'm like, Toby.
Yeah, I hate Toby as well.
I- Toby.
Yeah.
I
can't
love
like
Creed.
Toby.
I think Creed is so funny.
Creed is
His
very,
jokes.
very cringe.
You got to watch. There's an Instagram profile. I think it's called Office Clips. I could
I
be
think I already
wrong.
have it.
But
I
they
follow
show
it.
the bat behind the scenes. You
Yeah,
watch this
I
shit.
watch it. Yeah.
The Michael and Toby are actually really fun. Like they're close friends.
Yeah.
They do a lot of behind the scenes stuff on this Instagram profile, and they show how much they make each other laugh off camera.
There's one when they're sitting like on the like at the board by the board table.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
yes. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly which one. There's another
they're
one
going
right
back
in the
and forth.
front where in the show, Toby hands Michael like a piece of paper, and then he's supposed to read it and say something. But the behind the scenes is Toby hands it to Michael, and the paper says "fuck you,"
Yeah.
and then Michael just opens it and he just starts. He couldn't stop laughing.
And his laugh is hilarious too.
Michael,
Yeah.
he's one of the best. I think he's one of the best leading men in a show I've ever seen. I mean, maybe Kramer.
Kramer makes Seinfeld for me.
Yeah.
The episode of Seinfeld where they're trying to mess with the laundromat owner because he thinks that they stole.
Puts the concrete.
He puts the concrete in. Talk about slapstick. That is a masterclass of slapstick. He like holds it up and he's spitting out the
But
concrete.
he's trying to do it discreetly too.
And
It's
at the
like,
same
it's so
time-
obvious.
And at the same time, Elaine and George are trying to like drug the boss, George's boss, at the exact
I
same
just
time.
started watching it, so I've probably
I
seen
love
every
that.
single
I love that scene.
episode 3-4 times, and I just started the whole process
Seinfeld?
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like probably about a month ago. I think I'm in season 3 now. It's actually like it's quite evergreen.
Dude, it's
That's
funnier now
because
because we're
it's
adults.
just observational.
Yeah.
Like it's not like someone's making a joke about something that's going on in the
Right,
world. Really,
right,
it's
right.
just like people are people. So
Yeah.
the jokes, no matter what, like yes, it's a telephone with a wire, but it's the same shit.
All right, we're gonna close off. And Luke, sorry, brother, because you're not a Seinfeld guy, but I truly, truly am telling you, I told this guy.
Yeah, years ago.
Okay,
And
years
I've
ago.
Watched it now.
He was like, "What are you?" Because me and Laura always used to make Seinfeld references. I was like, "What the fuck are you guys always talking about?"
and I would always see it on TV, and I was just like,
And us three would always
next,
be like
next,
obviously
like,
in a
you know,
room
next
together.
channel.
You know what I mean? And yada yada. And I'm like, Ty, just please do yourself a favor, bro. Get past the first 4, 5, 6 episodes, and then come back to us and tell us what you think. He never came back. He watched the whole fucking thing.
Wow.
yeah.
And now
it's so good.
Well, you gotta
I
give it time
forgot
though.
until like I'm telling this story that he wasn't even really a Seinfeld original kind of guy watcher.
Well,
Yeah.
he wasn't the right age.
Yeah.
Like,
So I'm
yeah.
telling-
yeah, it was a
I'm-
little bit before.
I'm saying to you that trust me,
Give it time though.
just start it.
Yeah.
Start it, and you're gonna fucking love it. And Bo and Clyde, it's the best piece of comedy and show. I was gonna say cinematography, but
Over
I'll be exaggerating.
over Office or over the
I would
Office?
say so. And I'm so sorry. Hear me. I'm an Office
Yeah, I know.
Office fan
Different, though.
first.
Yeah, I
No,
would say
actually, not
Seinfeld.
even
I would
first.
say
I'm
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld first because of the fact that I started watching Seinfeld when I was a kid. At 10 p.m. it used to come on Fox. on Fox.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is, even when I was a kid, it was good, and it became one of my favorite shows. Now watching it as an
Funny, 'cause
adult,
you probably
it's
didn't get a
way
lot of
no, I
jokes.
didn't. I didn't get it. I didn't get
Yeah,
half of the
I'm
jokes.
like, oh, this is
What?
way funnier.
Yeah.
watching it.
Way better now because
So
you're
you're
gonna.
saying Seinfeld over Office?
Oh God.
You got to pick one right now, and it's hard for
If
me
I
too,
if I had
bro.
to choose between the two, no, I'll say The Office.
Okay. So
I've never even watched all of The Office.
really?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
So I guess I'd have to do myself
We
a
know
favor
that.
and watch
Okay.
that.
If I had to choose, I would choose The Office.
Yeah.
Just because I've seen The Office so many times. I
Okay.
love The
I'll say
Office.
Seinfeld, but I did want to say
You would say
make sure you watch
Seinfeld,
it.
eh?
I would say Seinfeld.
Are you saying it just because it's a classic, or are you saying it because you actually think it would be funnier to watch Seinfeld over The Office? Because those are two very
I'll
different
tell you
things.
what. Okay, so
Office
great
is
question.
more
For me,
crushworthy.
The Office last. I could be wrong, but obviously last season
Yeah,
for
not-
sure.
not
if
the
not
best.
last 2, Michael left.
Yeah.
So the second he left, I watched the rest of The Office to be able to say I watched the rest of The
Yeah.
Office. It wasn't because it kept me drawn.
Because you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. You had to keep me now.
I'll give
you
you
know
that.
what I mean?
I'll give you that.
Where Seinfeld, I never felt like that. The last episode,
They left at the top.
100%.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
to leave when you know you're at the top.
And this is
of
where
your
we're gonna
game.
close it off.
And
that's why I was
the two
apologizing.
of them over Friends. I don't care. The two of them
love
over
Friends,
Friends.
too.
No, two of them
Friends
over
is
Office
Friends.
and Seinfeld over Friends.
I
Yeah.
love Friends.
Cass
I
keeps trying to get me to watch Friends. I've
No,
seen
you
some
should watch
episodes.
Friends.
I've seen
You
it.
should watch Friends.
I've seen
the whole
them.
season. Everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say that I
So
have.
then you make your own opinion. But we're gonna stop on this. And that's why I was apologizing to Luke because he won't get the reference. But to the Seinfeld people, if I say to you Superman about Seinfeld, do you guys know what?
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody does.
Superman.
All right. So go.
The character that's in his. Well, there's a couple references to him in Superman. How much he loves Superman.
Yeah, not that
But
one.
there's a little figurine in his
And
place.
there's
Where?
a Superman hidden in every
I think
episode.
it's-
Oh, that's it.
There's every episode. There's a Superman
Watch
hidden.
Seinfeld again.
Everyone.
Every-
Whoa,
Sometimes it's
you
a
guys
fridge.
can do that.
exactly.
Wait, what?
Sometimes
There's a
there's
Superman in every
Every
episode.
episode.
In every
a little
Yeah.
figurine.
and in his house.
Yes.
yeah.
And
You,
you
I think
gotta
it's always
find
in
it.
his place.
I want to say
You
it's
gotta
always
find
in
it.
his
He
place.
moved it
I
around.
was
Yeah,
gonna say it's on the bookshelf, and then I was like, wait, no, it's on the fridge.
It's a magnet.
So that's
There's a
why,
magnet. There's
They
a magnet.
start. Hold on,
There's a
sorry.
magnet.
They started from
I'm
episode
gonna say
one,
episode
season one.
I'm
gonna
not
say-
sure for sure, but I have heard that.
I'm almost
I didn't know
certain because episode 1, to Laura's point, I think it was
didn't know
always
that
on the
show was
bookshelf.
Do you know the episode?
Like,
was it
I only
George that
recently-
turned like a different color when he went to the healer? Was it George or was it Kramer? They went to like this healer. He
Oh,
turned a
well,
different
Kramer
color.
turns a different color because of
He was
the
tanning.
chicken sign.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Outside
Outside of his
house.
house.
No, the
Yeah.
best is he makes Jerry
In his
sleep.
window.
He makes Jerry sleep in his house.
It's ding.
Yeah.
And then Jerry becomes Kramer.
Kramer. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. His hair all out. Yeah.
All right, crew, my friends, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, the friends at this on the set, the friends that are watching and listening. I appreciate you guys. That was episode 2. See ya for episode 3.
Thanks, guys.